Haven't done one of these in a very long time. Happy New Year, I guess, for starters. Merry Christmas, I think, too, and if not, Thanksgiving as well. Jeez. So, what's been up? A lot, I would say. I'm still, okay, so I know I asked for footage of everybody taking a walk, and I'm still working on that, and I'm still going to do that. I promise. I've just been working on some stuff, going through some things, I guess. Nothing like major, just, a pandemic. Nothing too serious. Gosh. And so I've been thinking about making a video for a while, but I think about making a video and then I proceed to not make said video. So I'm doing that now. I'm out at, I'm visiting my grandparents at, they're dead. So what is the cemetery? There. I'm at a cemetery right now, and I needed some time to collect my thoughts and have space to think my own thoughts, because being a mom is hard, and sorry for the wind, and nobody really tells you that, and if they do, you don't believe them until you go through it yourself. Here. I don't know if that's going to help with the wind anyway. By the way, this is just going to be a very big rambly video, so I don't expect everyone to watch it, but I'm making it, and I know there's some of you that'll hang with me to the very end, and that's what I love about my small little YouTube community. And so, what do we want to talk about today? What we want to talk about today specifically is being a mom. As I said, it's hard. It's very difficult, and nobody really can, I guess, tell you how hard it's going to be until you do it, and you have to do it yourself, and you have to do it full time. But here's some background on me and how I became a mom. Not the process of giving birth or anything like that, just the fact that most of my life I never even wanted kids. And sorry, I know I put my hand on the camera. A totally amateur video right now, but I don't even care. We're going. We're just going to keep moving on. All right. Never wanted kids. I remember people would bring babies in to work and stuff, and I would be like, ew, no, I don't, ew, ugh, why is it making that noise, and please get it away from me. Oh, it's so cute, please go. So you find it fascinating that, here I am, 38 years old, I have a 10-year-old and a 7-year-old. How did that happen, Liz? Well, fascinating question. I still don't know. I remember being, I think it was 26. And that biological clock thing that they say is a thing. It was literally was a thing for me. I turned 26 and I woke up and I wanted a baby. And 3 years later, I got pregnant. And then, 9 months later, I had a baby. That part's pretty obvious. Although it was 2 weeks. She was 2 weeks before her due date because she messed around and broke my water and then refused to come out. And now she's pretty much like that. So that's something I find hilarious. But I wanted a baby. And so I had a baby. And it was completely not something I planned for at all. And I don't think that I realized, and trust me, I realize how dumb this sounds, but I don't think I realized that wanting a baby is a baby. Wanting a baby means that I will also now be a mom to that baby for the rest of my life. And I know how stupid that sounds. I really know that I sound like an idiot saying that, but I don't think I took the time to realize that. And this is not a statement of I regret being a mom and I regret having kids, because hand over the camera again. I'm sorry. Move on. I love my children. I love both of them, and I had both of them. I had both of them entirely on purpose. Neither of my children were surprised or an accident. I wanted to get pregnant, and I got pregnant. And so they are intentional children. And I adore them, and I'm grateful that I'm a mom, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job at being a mom, but I don't think I realized that I was going to be a mom and that there was no backing out, there was no break, like there's no time off from this job. Like, yeah, there's time away. Like right now I'm here and my kids are at home with my husband and he's taking care of them and he's great at it and I don't worry about him because he's a perfectly capable person and he's a very, very good dad. But I'm still a mom, and like if something happens, like I'm still definitely like on call and responsible for whatever happens, even if I'm not there. And I don't really think I ever realized that. And like this pandemic, being at home, being a mom all of the time has made me realize that like I don't like this part of being a parent. And before, when I would like, go to conventions or travel and visit people, that gave me space to do the things that I want to do with my life because I'm not getting into a debate, but I am not the type of mom, I am not the type of parent that wants to be just that. Like, I have my own life and my own things and my own wants and desires, and I want to fulfill them, compromising, of course, on, doing all of the things that I want to do, not only for monetary reasons, but also just for, like, life reasons. But I don't want to just be a parent all the time, and I've had to just be a parent all the time. And quite frankly, I hate it. I hate it so much. And I hope that doesn't make me sound like I'm a bad parent, because I really don't think I am. I think I'm a pretty good mom. But I don't want to be a mom, like actively momming all of the time. I'm not built for that. And I think not wanting kids in the first place plays part of a role in that like I wanted the baby, then I had the baby, and then having the baby made me a mom. But I don't want to do this all the time now. And is that fair? Not that I'm asking, but it sounds, I don't know if it sounds fair or not, but it's true. So regardless, it's how I feel. And like I said, I love my kids. They're great kids, but they also drive me nuts. Oh my gosh. And like some of it is their fault in that sometimes they don't know when to stop. And some of it is their fault in like, I don't want to be this person right now to you. I don't want to have to do these things. And I would love to be able to have the space to do that and not break their spirits, right? Because I never want to do that. I've had that happen to me through other people, and that's the worst. But I feel like there's times where I've done that. I've done that to my children, and it's my fault. It's on me because it's nothing that they did. I'm just not in a place that I want to be this person. I don't want to compliment your artwork right now. And it's not that it's not great. It's just that takes energy that I don't have. I don't have the energy to do that. I don't want to muster the strength to tell you that it's great, even if it is, but it takes energy from me, and I am a low spoon person anyway. And so I really have to be careful and be aware of how I'm using my energy, and it's just one way in which I don't want to have to do this all of the time, and I need to I guess, find ways to take more breaks, more time to myself, but not feel bad about it. Oh, and the other thing that's weird, I'm sorry, I'm getting cold. The other thing that's weird about being a parent full time is that the more that like I'm with my kids, the more they want to be with me. And I'm like, this is weird, because the more that I'm with anyone, the more I'm like, okay, need my space now. Yeah, I'm going to go to my room. But like my kids, they're just like, they're around me and now they want to hang out with me on the weekends, even though like we were together all day. Like, that's so weird to me. That is such a strange thing. It's a cute thing, but it's also like, you see me all the time. Why do you want to keep seeing me? I, no offense, don't want to keep seeing you. I was just with you all day today and I had to spend hours helping you with that math test. I didn't help them with the math test. They did the math test themselves. But, you know, I had to be there and make sure that they stayed on point. And I'm just tired, and it's frustrating because I love my kids and I love being a mom, but I need a break. I need a break. So I came to a cemetery. I don't know why that's so hilarious to me, but it is. I guess because nobody here needs anything from me. Nobody wants anything from me. Nobody's going to ask me to make them a sandwich. Oh, am I having a meltdown? I don't know. Maybe, perhaps, perchance it is to dream. But I'm happy right now. I am. I'm going to work on the video, and I really want to do it good, but like I just haven't had the space. I have not. And if I did it before, I would have just thrown something out and it wouldn't have been what I want it to be, which I want this to be something that's good. I do. The walking video, for the record. And I'm going to try to start vlogging more, because that is a little thing that I can say, like, make time for myself. And like, you can't interrupt me during this time because I'm doing this thing. And so maybe I start doing that more again. But I am creating a lot right now. I'm co-writing a book, I guess. I don't know what it is, but it's a lot of fun. And I am writing a ton of poetry, and I do have every intention, once I get to, I think my number right now is 50. I'm hoping to write 50 poems, and I've written 44 so far. So once I get to 50, I am going to work on publishing my poetry, because that is a thing that I've always wanted to do. I've always loved writing poetry, and I've always written poetry. So I'm going to work on doing that. I'm going to work on putting something out into the world. Besides these videos, which, you know, I do love putting these videos out into the world, but like for the 30, 40, maybe if I'm lucky, 50 of you that actually bother to watch these videos, I want to do something that I've done with intention. So that's why I'm going to be publishing poetry. Hopefully this year. I think that after writing 44 poems, I can come up with 6 more ideas. But we'll see. Because I'm not putting any sort of pressure on myself with that. Like, I've been writing pretty consistently enough that I don't feel like I have to be like, well, I'm publishing by March of 2021 or whatever. So we'll get to it, and it will happen. I have every faith in that. But we'll see when. I don't know. We'll find out together. And I think, if it's not too much, because I know this is already a pretty long video and I've lost most of my audience now, but I don't care. This is for me, not you. Although, if you're here and you hear me, that's great. That's wonderful. That's why I do this. Because I want people to feel less alone. And I want my truth to be shared with other people, so that if it's their truth, they don't feel so bad about feeling that way. Like, that's why I do this. And also just, it's better than writing in a journal, because I've been trying to do that, but I hate writing. physically, like the act of writing. I'm so bad at it, and it makes me unhappy. So we do this. Anyway. No, I think, yeah. What I'm going to say, I'm going to save most of for another video, but I've come to this realization. This is going to sound bad, but it's really good. That I'm pretty and that I have a nice face. I know, it's like 38 years old, and here I am, like, realizing that I've always been pretty, and okay, nope, yeah, we're going to start crying about that, so we're going to stop talking about it right now, not because I don't want to cry, but because that's not what I came here to do. But it's been interesting realizing that and making space for it without feeling bad about it or like I'm vain. Just realizing that, like, I have a nice face. And I probably should have always realized that, but I didn't. Self-esteem issues really got in the way of me realizing that. But I'm moving past a lot of that. And I'm starting to realize things about myself. And I don't want to should, but that I should have already known, or so that I should have always known, but I didn't. And that's okay, because I'm not dead yet, she said in a cemetery. There's still time. There's still a lot of time. And I feel really good. For, like, the very first time in my life, I feel like I am on solid ground. Like, I've gone and done the heavy lifting. And I'm heading in a really good direction. So yeah, I really do plan to do more videos like this, but as of now, my hand is frozen. So I'm going to stop, but I hope you are doing well. I hope the pandemic has not been so terrible for you, and if it has, I hope that you have somebody that you can reach out to feel less alone. Oh, and just a side note, safely, I had a conversation today from a safe distance with a complete stranger, and God, I miss that. Like I said, it was a safe distance, and I'm not concerned about either of our health or safeties, but it was so nice to just, I didn't need to know his name, I didn't need to know anything about him, I just talked to him about, things, and then we went on our ways, and what a pleasant experience that is. But yeah, I hope you're okay, and if you're not okay, this too shall pass. I know it doesn't feel like it, but it will. All right, guys. I love you all very much, and if you are still with me, I love you even more. But take care, and we'll see you soon. All right. Bye.